What's going on, everybody? It's DFX. Welcome back to the channel. One of my probably biggest hit videos over the last year has been my physical media collection, my Blu-rays, my DVDs, some CDs. Since the last time I updated this, it's been over a year, and I wanted to show you what else I've added to my physical media collection. Let's get into it. So as you can see, I have gathered quite a variety of new Blu-rays. A lot of upgrades I've also done to the 4K with some of the ones of the Blu-rays that I've already had in my collection. So we're going to start off here, right off the top here. Big movie that I enjoyed, just wow. I didn't going into this, I knew it was going to be awesome because it's a Jason Statham movie. But man, this was one of the biggest movies from last year that I really enjoyed, and it was The Beekeeper. So to start off, here's one of the first things I upgraded in my collection to 4K. I did have all the physical Blu-rays of Bill and Ted, but I decided to go the 4K route. And I'll open this up, show you what that entails. I know you guys probably know the trilogy. But there's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Now I have it in 4K. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, now in 4K. And finally, one that they didn't put out on Blu-ray originally, or 4K originally, was Bill and Ted Face the Music. I got these exclusively through Shout Factory, and I haven't had a chance to actually sit and look at all the related extra bonus footage and materials, but that's on my bucket list by the end of the year to get through some of these, look at some of the special features. I'm a big fan of the special features of some of these movies I'm showing you, so that's really why some of these I upgraded. So let's continue on with the collection. Up next, I got Cocaine Bear. Amazing flick. A lot of these flicks are from last year, but yeah, I had the Blu-ray of this as well. All my Blu-rays that I've passed on to my stepson, and he's now enjoying them, but picked up Cocaine Bear. Big hit for me, really, wow. This was an amazing video and movie that I saw with my wife, was The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. This one's, the 4K is special because they've added a lot of, well, they recut the movie and made it a little longer, but it flows together better. And I have yet to watch that, but that's on my list of things to do by the end of the year. Up next, I have all the other Ghostbusters. And here's the latest, Frozen Empire, now in 4K. Really interesting. I can't remember. I think it was because I bought Violent Night. I don't know if it was through Amazon or what, but Amazon threw in the complete Godzilla collection on Blu-ray. Yeah, I can't remember who I got it from. Maybe through Walmart.com, but it was a free movie. They threw it in on one of my orders. So really happy to have them all together now. I do have the others, Kong versus Godzilla as well, and I'm yet to get the new one, the Godzilla versus King Kong X, or whatever they're calling that new one. Another surprising flick that really enjoyed. I don't think it got a lot of attention in the theaters. Was If, which stands for Imaginary Friends, with Ryan Reynolds. Very good flick. And the final actual voice performance from Lou Gossett Jr., and he played the bear. Okay, probably gonna get a lot of flack for this. I enjoyed this Indiana Jones movie. I know a lot of people had problems with it, and with the last one as well, but I got it because I wanted to complete my collection, and I truly enjoyed this film, and it's also on 4K. Big upgrade that I got last Christmas. I had all the John Wick movies, but they are just in normal standard Blu-ray. So I ended up, because of John Wick 4 being out on 4K, I ended up asking for the John Wick trilogy in 4K. So now I have my John Wick collection is complete as of right now with all the in 4K-ness. Big surprising 4K that I upgraded last year was Kindergarten Cop. I heard about this and I'm like, dude. And I saw some of the screen comparisons that were in line with the Blu-ray. Amazing upgrade that they did to this flick. If you have a chance, I think, Kino Laurel Studios is what the ones that put it out. I think I got this via Amazon. But yeah, this was a surprisingly awesome upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K. Up next, this was an amazing flick. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I know I'm kind of stuttering there a little. I'm a little dry, but this, wow. It's kind of like behind the scenes on how Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, created James Bond, I guess. I guess that's how you would do this one. But yeah, good flick starring, Henry Cavill. Yeah, just amazing. Check it out. It looks really good in 4K as well. And of course, since I'm a big Mission Impossible fan, the Tom Cruise movies, the minute this came out on 4K, I had to pick it up. And it is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. It's part 1, but they've just released trailers for the new one called The Final Reckoning, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. So looking forward to that, to see that next year in theaters. But this was actually a really fun flick as well, at least to me. I've enjoyed all the Mission Impossibles. So here's, for the first first Muppet movie ever to be released in 4K. I hope Disney eventually releases the original Muppet movie and Great Muppet Caper and all the ones that Disney has control of in 4K as well. But to see this in 4K, very good upgrade from the Blu-ray. And this, I think, was done through, well, this was Sony too, but this was when Sony had control of the Muppet movies. And I recommend this if you're a fan of the Muppets. Big box set that I got last year was the complete Scream trilogy, the original trilogy. And they all come together. I originally had this all on Blu-ray, and they added the Blu-ray that I originally had as well, but all these have been upgraded to 4K. And continue with the Scream, so I got the other 2 Screams as well. So, except for 4 is the only one that I do not have in 4K, and it sits there right there on my shelf. So hopefully they'll do a Scream 4 upgrade as well. Maybe next year when they release the new, I think it will be Scream 7. Big fan of this show. This really ties together well what happened after episode 3 and going into episode 4. I know Indoor does that as well, but this was a good flick. This took place after the events of episode 3. It's a high quality steelbook. Let me put this down here for a second. Sorry guys. Let me open this up for you. But yeah, you can tell it's all shiny. I don't usually collect the steel books, but this was the only way Disney was doing it. But very happy that I bought that. Up next, real surprise movie of last year. I know they're working on a sequel right now. The Super Mario Brothers movie. Another fun flick. Yeah, animation was awesome, and just to hear Jet Black sing Peaches, spoiler if you haven't heard about that, that's a great song, and I think it almost won the Academy Award or something. But anyway, Super Mario Brothers. I just got this one in the mail a couple weeks ago. Thanksgiving. It's an Eli Roth film. Probably one of my favorite horror films over the last year. Sorry about that. But it's another steelbook that I now have. Very, very good. Probably my new favorite holiday film that's out there right now. But yeah, check out Thanksgiving. Up next, very director high quality remaster 4K Titanic. Probably one of my favorite films from 30 years ago now. Jeez. But probably one of my favorite films. And in case you didn't know, yeah, the ship sinks. Spoiler. But yeah, very, very high quality remastered on this. And now I own it on 4K. I had it on Blu-ray. Of course, I get all the Transformer movies. Love this live action Transformer movies. This one, I'm eventually going to upgrade all the other Transformer movies I have to 4K. But this is technically the only 4K Transformer movie I have at this time. And people are probably going to give me flack, so it's just not the best. But I get a lot of these movies to complete my collection. And my collections always feel incomplete when when I don't have the other movies that are part of the series. Okay, another amazing remaster 4K transfer they've done is Twister, the original Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton movie. Very amazing in 4K. Like I said, I did have the Blu-ray of this, and I just said, after I heard all the wonderful things about this 4K transfer, I had to get it for myself. But it is the original Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt movie. So, of course, with that being said, just in the last week or two, as a recording of this, Twisters, the sequel, I enjoyed it. Again, another reference quality 4K Blu-ray transfer. And now I have both Twister and Twisters in my collection. Up next, another holiday movie is coming up this year, Christmas. But Violent Night, an amazing, very awesome, hardcore, action-packed Christmas movie, and I've really enjoyed it. I don't know why sometimes Universal decides to release the Blu-rays first and then wait on the 4K, but I'm glad that they decided to release this on 4K, and now I have it added to my collection. But yeah, another brilliant piece of work, and I hope you guys go check it out this holiday season. So I got this because as much as people kind of panned it, I really enjoyed Wonka. Also, it adds to my, because I already have Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. This is the prequel, and Timothée Chalamet does an awesome job as the chocolatier, and I hope you guys go check this one out. This is I think it is a musical. A lot of people have had problems with musicals of this lately, but this one was meant to be a musical. So, go check it out. Another movie, probably one of my favorite animated movies from Disney, Aladdin. I got this actually because I got it for free through Disney Movie Rewards. And I used some of the points that I've gotten from all these Blu-rays that you see, DVDs, 4K. I used points to get this for free, and I never had this originally. I never had this movie, but with the points I used, I got this, and now it's a part of my collection. Okay, so I'm about to show you some movies that a lot of people didn't enjoy. I enjoyed them. It's a lot of DC stuff. A lot of people aren't too happy with the way the DC franchise has gone. But again, the first movie's great, but the sequel sucked. I am the opposite on that. I love the first movie, and I think the second movie were all right. There's nothing wrong with them. It was a sequel. Other people might have a difference of opinion on that, but you guys can let me know in the comments below what's your thoughts on some of these movies I'm about to show you or have showed you already. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification button, and yeah, let's continue on. So the first movie that I've added to my, well, I had this originally in Blu-ray, and then they later put this out in 4K. So I've added Shazam in 4K back into my collection. I love the first movie. It was exciting and fun. And yeah, we'll move on here. Next up, the original Joker movie. I know a lot of people have had problems with the sequel because it was a musical, but I don't think a lot of people really understood the second movie. And I plan on getting Joker Folie à Deux when it is available to complete my Joker collection. Another bad pan movie that I don't know why. I think a lot of people are getting burned out on the superhero movies. But I got Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I liked it. Some of these movies have helped me get through a lot of rough stuff in my life. That's why I go to the movies. I just need the escapism, and Shazam! Fury of the Gods was that for me. Okay, this is a big one that not a lot of people enjoyed or liked. The only part they really liked was Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman. I know a lot of people have problems with the actor who plays the Flash in the Flash movie, and only went to the Flash because of Michael Keaton being in it. But once you look past some of the poor CGI, which there was some towards the end, it was actually a very enjoyable film to me, and I hope people give it another chance. Go out there and watch it. Surprising hit that I was, really shocked by is this movie right here, Blue Beetle. I didn't know anything about the comics or the characters or anything. They got the kid who plays Miguel on Cobra Kai to be the main character in this. Very fun movie. I hope they do some more of these. This is just, wow. Yeah, I was very, very happy to see something actually really good from Warner Brothers once. People did not think this sequel is very good. Again, I got it because I did enjoy it. All the stuff I'm showing you, I would not have picked up if I didn't enjoy it. But yeah, so I got Aquaman and the Last Kingdom on 4K, and it may have not been what the sequel everybody wanted, but I think it's worth the way they tried to end that franchise if that's the final one. Love Guardians of the Galaxy. The third chapter was awesome. A little sad in parts because this was honestly and is going to be the final Guardians movie. I mean, they'll have probably some of these characters pop up in some of the other Avengers movies that they have slated, but this was the final chapter, I think, for Guardians. And I loved it, and I'm glad they did one more. Okay, here's my thoughts on the Marvels. Very fun, very underrated, very, I see what they were trying to do. I'm sorry that a lot of people when this came out, I think the market was oversaturated with superhero movies, and people were just getting tired of them. But I do recommend this. I never saw Miss Marvel on Disney Plus, but it was nice to see how they incorporated her into this flick. Okay, here's another one that I like, the Spider-Verse, and I picked this up because I enjoyed this. A lot of people had issues just with the story in general. Again, I like the Spider-Verse movies, be Spider-Man, Venom, I like these. They could have did more with this. but I feel like it didn't get well received, and this may be the only one that they do. But if you have a chance to go watch it and you enjoy all the other Spider-Man movies, I do say watch this, because it was a very, I think, not well received movie, but I enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. We'll just move on here. Of course, you guys know I'm a big Star Trek fan. So just last month, I picked this up a month and a half ago. It's the final season of this Star Trek Discovery. My love for that I met Shaniqua Martin Green, Captain Berman, and yeah, I have all the others, so I had to complete the series collection right there. Another awesome and current Star Trek series is out there, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, with Anson Mount, plays Captain Pike. But you guys are aware, if you've watched the other videos, I have met Jess Bush, who plays Nurse Chapel, Rebecca Romaine, who plays Number One, and Christina Chong, who plays the security officer. Highly recommend it. This I may eventually, because they are out there, that both season 1 and season 2 of Strange New Worlds is on 4K. It may be the long game, but I might also upgrade these to 4K as well. So I did a physical media search it was a year and a half ago, I think, where I was looking for this in a store. I was unsuccessful, so I ended up getting it through Amazon. Very enjoyable show. They're in their final season right now. But yeah, I've got all the seasons of Lower Decks, Star Trek Lower Decks. And here's the season 4 case. I've really liked what they've done with how they made this kind of look like Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock's poster, and how this looks like Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home poster. Just throwbacks to the original series. But I have both of them, and I only first got through the first episode of Lower Decks season 5 last night. Another big Blu-ray pickup that I have here was the Captain's Collection. I got this at Star Trek Las Vegas when I went to the convention out there, and it's a really good documentary. Has the captains, and then a few others, ones that William Shatner did, Get a Life and Chaos on the Bridge. Those are some of the other things that I have yet to watch, but since the winter months are coming up, I'm going to sit here and watch some of these episodes, some of this part of this collection. Okay, can't go anywhere. This just came out, not even a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Deadpool Wolverine on 4K. Love the other ones. I actually plan on upgrading Deadpool 1 and 2 on 4K. That's my next step. There's a 2-pack out there, and I'm going to do that. But yeah, I wanted to deep dive into some of the special features on this. So yeah, I'm sure everybody's got this in their collection if you enjoyed the movie in the theaters. This Cobra Kai, this was from Cobra Kai season 5. Of course, this did come out last year. They're in the midst of starting season 6 part 2, the final season, and I've really enjoyed the series. I just don't understand why they haven't put this in Blu-ray format. All the other ones have been in DVD format as well. So I'm hoping that once the final season is out and available to purchase, and it's going to be in 2 more parts, 10 more episodes, I hope they put them all together in a Blu-ray collaboration. Big event from earlier this year. My favorite wrestler, Sting, from AEW, WCW, WWF, WWE, TNA. This was his final retirement match, where him and Darby Allin won the AEW Tag Team Championships. I found that, and this is from Shop AEW, and and it's in Blu-ray. They put their pay-per-views in Blu-ray. They call them pay-per-views. I know WWE calls them PLEs, but I'm glad I actually have this to add to my collection, along with some of my other Blu-rays as well. And finally, this box set I had in DVD. Now, they have just recently released it in Blu-ray, and it is Psych, the complete collection. Watched this show with my stepson and wife back when it was still on. God, I don't even know how long it's been since they've been not on TV anymore, but is the complete series, season 1 through 8, and then the 3 movies as well that they did after, reunion movies. So that's going to do it for today. I just want to thank you all for coming along and seeing some of my more recent updates for my Blu-ray 4K collection. If there's anything you like that you've seen, tell me some stories in the comments below. I would like to see how these movies have affected you. And I will also list a link to part 1 of this series. The first part, in case you missed that, I'll have that listed below. But until next time, guys, as always, live long and prosper. Thanks for watching.